Hey guys, I got another video for you while my family's out of the house. I'm copping the pink shirt, so I figured I'd wear that. It's a little bit small for me though. I got a bit of a belly these days. Trying to work on that with some special mushroom coffee. Anyway, I took my bass and modified it yet again. It now has this concentric volume stack. You can see volume and volume, and then there's a I brought this home from church, and I have that fell apart. I have my NUX, yes, it's pronounced NUX, wireless cable system, along with some pedals to demo. So I want to change over to my Droid Cam OBS plugin, and hopefully that'll help. Well, I gotta move this because it's too close. And there goes that. Stop. Gotta be plugged in right, otherwise it makes a bunch of noise. Found that out. So, anyway, we're gonna switch over here in a second, and you're gonna see my lovely pedals as well as my terrible feet. So hopefully the volume's good enough. The last video that I did with that Ibanez, it wasn't quite up to snuff. So this should be a little louder. So just prepare your ears. And I got everything set at 0. Of course, probably going to need to adjust it as soon as I start turning stuff on. So anyway, let's get the bass on and just hear how that sounds. It's a typical 70's jazz bass. So I like playing a pick these days. I found a Max Grip by Dunlop. Let me pull that out real quick. It's on the bed. In fact, I think I'm going to change the camera, this camera, to be more focused on the correct side. There's my bed. So this is a P-bass neck from the Sonic series. So it does have a jazz profile, which is pretty nice. I like that. I like jazz necks. They're nice, especially this one. It's just kind of chunky, a little bit chunky, but not too wide. So what you just heard was a mix of 3 signals, basically. You have a SM57 on one of my speakers in the 4x10 by I forget what the name of it's Soundtown, I think. Yeah, Soundtown. And there's that cab. There's also a SM Shure Beta 52. That's the Shure Beta 52 on a modified PV 2x10, which is actually, it has a 215 in there. I don't know why. 115, sorry. As well as a mid-range driver. Sounds pretty gnarly. The amps I'm running don't matter as much, but I'll tell you them anyway. They got some great sounds for the good price. First one is the Music Man 100B. That was a steal, let me tell you. Jerry hooked me up. So, Jerry Camuso, you know who you are. You hooked me up. All right. So anyway, there's also the Hartkey HA 2500, something like that. 250 watts at 4 ohms. That's a lot of power. So, not as much power as my Ashdown amp, which I'm currently just not using because it's just too powerful for anything I got. That's one of the bad things. So, that amp is plugged into the 4x10, and then of course the Music Man is plugged into the 1x15 with the mid-range driver, and the Shure Beta 52 is on that 15-inch speaker, just a little bit farther away in order to give it something. And that's all plugged into a Samsung mixer. And then that mixer, I think I'm not really using left and right channels. It's all straight down the middle. So I have the mono output of that going into my PreSonus Studio 24C, which just has 2 inputs and headphone out and what else? MIDI out, MIDI in and out, and what was the other thing? Speakers. Yeah, it has a speaker in and out. So for active speakers, I have the Iris Pros. One of them fell off the desk, so I'm gonna have to go behind my stack of computer stuff and grab it. I'm so fortunate to live in America. It's great. We have all the stuff. Speaking of, I met somebody from Germany the other day, along with his wife, and they say everything's bigger here. So it's like, yeah, you know, and not to be too proud of that, but like, we're kind of, I think gluttony is part of it, and also the want for more stuff. We're just caught up in it. Yeah, I mean, I'm caught up in it too. Anyway, let me switch over to that camera view before I forget. So here's the view. There's my lovely feet. And yeah, you can see that I damaged my toe. I don't know how it happened. Just something dropped on it. But anyway, we have. Oh, that's not. I gotta fix that. Let's see. Can we transform that? Transform. It's gonna. I can't transform it, can I? Why can't I transform it? I want to flip it. There we go. No. Oh, okay. Crap. Let's go back to cam only and get rid of this OBS thing. I'm going to delete it. Here, maybe that'll get it to behave. Transform. Yeah, I think I need to do it within the properties. Let's try that. What's the deal with this? I don't know. But you're going to have to see it upside down, unless I can figure out something. I always flip the board. I guess I could always flip the board. I can't turn the phone around because it won't show. Alright. Well, hopefully I can get rid of that noise. Let me make sure I want to make sure that that noise is not. All right. So anyway, let me take this off. Damn it! It's just noisy. What the hell? It's so noisy. All right. Oh crap! I realized something. That's not good. Is there any audio? I need audio in here. Audio input capture. Add existing mic aux maybe. And then we're gonna. No, that's not it. Maybe add audio input capture. No. Yeah, that's the one. Alright, so what I have to do, input capture, that's not the one. We need to remove that. Yes. We want audio input capture 2. There we go. I'm glad I caught that. So that's without any compression, any at all. Alright, so I'm going to do, let's get the feet out of the way. I'm just going to use my hands in order to do this because feet are disgusting. I certainly don't have a foot fetish. I have the opposite. I have foot disgust. Anyway, Skilla. Let's turn that on. There it is. So I guess you can't really see it all that well, but I got my output knob cranked. The input's barely up. Ratio knobs at 12. Attack. I think that's attack. Yeah, that's attack. My attack is the fastest it can be, and my release is the longest it can be. I kind of like that sound. And then the tone knob that's on there is set around 9 o'clock. No, maybe 10 o'clock. And then if we were to solo the Microtubes DX7 Ultra, let's see what that sounds like. Bypass button, that's the one. Alright, so this one, I decided to do something different. Usually I have the 750 or the 600 boosted, so this is a little different, I think. I have my treble turned down because I figure don't really need much more treble. I think that the bass amps I got, both the Hartkey and the Music Man, are set with a lot of treble already. Even though the Music Man is going through something with a 15, you know, you don't really hear that treble as much. I guess you hear the mid-range driver, but that's not really coming through. Yeah, I'm playing terribly today. So anyway, that's how it sounds without the drive. If I put the drive in, this would be a good time to use the pick. I'm not the best pick player. I'm sorry. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, you know, it's not my typical sound, but in case I ever need it, I can do it. I messed with the switches a little bit, and that seemed to make this a little bit more palatable. Uh, where do I put this? Maybe I pull this out. Yeah, there we go. There's my foot. There we go. Back it in. Push it in. There we go. Yeah. Anyway, did I get rid of the... This is a disaster. Let me see if I can get the back to the camera, and I'm going to bypass this. And the last tone I'm going to show you from this pedal board, last set of tones are the reverb and some of that stuff. So anyway, oh, by the way, I was wondering why my tone was sounding so bad. It's because this frickin' switch was on. That's a cab simulator. You don't want a cab simulator when you're going through a bass cab already. So, who knew? I knew that. I just didn't notice it. How about the delay? Let's put that in with the reverb. I wonder if it's even working. Let me see. I can't hear it all that well. Maybe it's not all that activated. Let's bring it up a bit. Yeah, there we go. I only like a touch of it, like not even that much, you know. You have to give it a little extra. It doesn't really add too much, but it's important to have it. So anyway, the rock amp, nasty. Finish up the chorus. Oh, there's my knee. Okay, let's go back to this. So, what did we learn today? I need to tuck that in my shirt. No feet should be in the video because they're nasty. What else? I don't know. What else did I learn? Oh, the special new X pedal. If the XLR is not plugged in correctly, it makes a bunch of fucking noise. Whoop-de-doo, I guess. What else? I need to play more melodically for my videos. I think a little bit more melody would be good, and some more lines would be even better. So yeah, I just gotta push myself to do that, because usually I'm off in my own little world doing the video. So anyway, I'm gonna plug that. Come here. I don't think that that's on right now. We'll find out. I'm gonna get rid of that. One of these days I gotta do a video on the Stylus 5G. Go. So one last thing we do before closing is just asking you guys, you know, if you like what you saw of this demo, you like the sounds, tell me what I did wrong, you know, leave a like, leave a comment. I would really appreciate it if you guys subscribe. I've been seeing my subscriptions go up, which is great. A lot of the people that come to this channel actually come here through searches on different gear. So if you want to see different gear, hopefully I can get some gear in here and there. And the larger the channel gets, the more I'll be able to do sponsored content just for you guys, you know, all of you. There's the camera. Anyway, so I really appreciate all the comments I get, even if they are negative. They do help, because they tell me what I need to do next. So if you're wanting to watch some other videos, I'll probably have them in a playlist or something. I have a music playlist that you guys can check out of different stuff that I really like. So you might want to check that out. It's just called Music and Stuff. So I might link that if I remember to. Hopefully I'll remember to upload the video sooner rather than later. Ah, there's my shirt again. Yeah, I need to take this fucking thing off. This is just... it's bad. I can't wear it. I can't wear this shirt because it's too small. So if you want a redo of the video on the Ibanez, that would be... I would like to do that once I get it set up, and it has some problem spots for the frets. It will fret out in the dusty end, and I don't particularly like when basses do that. I want to be able to play all the notes all across. So just in case I ever end up going that way, you know, on the bass. The other thing I found out yesterday was that Campbell's Music here in York is going out of business. So that's kind of sad. I'm hoping that hopefully somebody will pick it up and start a new chapter for that business, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah. Anywho, that's all I had to tell you guys. So I'm just going to end up signing off here. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.